Alright, so we're going to talk about how to construct scatter plots. I want you to write this down as best as you can, rough draft it, just as best as you can so you could know how to construct scatter plots. So this scenario is Jared's basketball team stood at various distance from the basketball goal and counted the number of baskets they were able to make in 30 seconds. The distance each person stood from the goal and the number of baskets made is shown in the table below. Alright, so this is the table. This is each person, how far away they were from the basket, and how many they made in 30 seconds. So I'm going to start with Jared. Jared is going to be blue. Well, you know what? We're just all going to keep them one color. Alright, so Jared, the distance is going to be X, and the baskets made is going to be Y. And I'm going to plot them on here. So 14, comma 4 would be right here. And then Tyrell is going to be 25, comma, so it's going to be in between these two lines, 25, comma 6, which is about right here. Anthony is 27, comma 7. Which is right here. Mark is 15, comma 11. So about right there. CJ is 26, comma 6. Wade is 15, comma 12. Whoopsies. About right there. And then Kyle is 26, comma 8. Just right there. And then Chris is going to be 16, comma 14. Up there. And Tim is 28, comma 5. It's right here. Alright, so looking at this data, what type of association do you see in the scatter plot? So it's kind of just like scattered everywhere. There's not really a linear relationship to it. So it's no association. And there's a couple things I wanted to point out. We're going to go with this one right here. This is called an outlier. And an outlier is a point that does not fit the overall pattern. So the point fit the overall pattern. So it's kind of away from all the other data points. It's by itself. And then these parts right here, they're all kind of like bunched together. This is called a cluster. A cluster, this occurs in a scatter plot when, let's write when a group is separated from other points. So they're kind of like grouped together. So this would be a cluster. This is an outlier because it's away from everything. So this is how you constructed these. You were given data points right here, and we put it on a graph. So that's what you're going to be doing on your independent today. kind of wanted to walk you through that since I won't be there today. So let's look at your independent. All right, so this will be shared with you. And so it says what two variables are included in your data set. So you're going to pick some. You're going to pick from these choices you have. There's about, let me see. There's 8 of them. So you're going to pick one. They're different scenarios. So, for example, number 7 is the gas station clerk recorded the cost of various lottery tickets in the store and the quantity of each ticket sold in the week. The data is shown in the table below. So you're going to determine what is X. This would be X. This would be Y. And then you're going to plot it on the graph. So you're going to determine what's X and what's Y. You're going to label what is the x-axis represent, what does the y-axis represent. And you're going to list any predictions about the type of association you expected. So after you plot it all on your graph, you're going to come up to number 2 and you're going to say, is it positive, negative, or non-association? And just explain why. And then number 3 says, use the data set to construct a scatter plot below. Label each axis. And so that's what you have, what I explained here. You're going to label each of them, and then you're going to plot all the data. And then on the second page, it says, what type of association does the scatter plot show below between the variables in each data set? And what is your conclusion? So you're going to say again, is it positive, negative, or no association? Then you're going to determine, does your data set have any outliers? So remember in your notes that we just took, an outlier is a point that is all by itself, away from everything, something that's apart from everything else. You're going to put if it does or not. And I just want you to pick 1 or 2. So you're gonna tell me here if you pick 2, like we just did number 7 and we kind of looked at that. You're gonna pick it and you're gonna put your variables, what's x equal, what's y equals, and then the association, is it positive, negative, or whatever. And then you're gonna go ahead and turn it in. So those are the only, you don't need to do all of them. You just need to pick one and do that one and then turn it in. This will probably be done today. So yeah. So message me if you have any questions.